This is a video I've been wanting to make for a while now. Today's video I wanted to make about veganism or the vegan agenda, whatever that is, vegan agenda. Because I want veganism to seem like I know most people who aren't vegan, most non-vegans, just aren't interested in it, so they don't really know what it is. So they just ignore it, they try to pretend like it doesn't exist. And, because in their world, I guess it doesn't really. But, so I want this video to make it so being vegan doesn't seem like just something really weird health nuts do, or just something people with dairy issues do. Because, I mean, at this point in the geologic timeline of the Earth, we're going into a big shift where, the population is getting so much higher on the planet. Global population is gonna double by 2050, or it's already way more than the Earth is really supposed to manage. It's going up and up and up, and never. Now that we have so much lower infant mortality rate, and we have modern medicine, and how everything's safe, and people are living longer, and it's just, I guess, taxing more on the earth. So how this relates to veganism is because, I am vegan because, not for any health reasons. Those reasons do exist. It is a lot better for your health. The best case is, I think in Poland, when, at the start of World War II, when the Nazis were taking all their Polish's livestock for their army, to feed their army, and the Polish had to just start eating all plants, a plant-based diet. Their circulatory diseases went down so much. The rate of their diseases dropped. Because, I know there are still vegans who do get diseases, and people who do all the exercise and stuff that can still get diseases, but everyone's born vegan. When you're born, the only food you consume is your mom's milk, or your body cutting wasn't meant for eating other animal flesh. Or I know some people claim it's natural, hunter-gatherer tribes. That's how most society started. And, I know, but that's when they had to eat other animals, because that was the only thing calorically dense enough for them to live off of. Because that was the time before, for commercial agriculture, when there was no way the gatherers could get enough plants for them to live off of. Or if they did get enough plants, it wasn't a diverse group of plants. It was mostly they just did they just ate what they had around them. They couldn't make imports and exports from all around the country and get tofu from China, Japan, even. You couldn't get bulgur from the Middle East, and bilberries from Russia, and they didn't have access to all of these different plants. But now that how we eat and how we get our food is so different. When people claim hunter-gatherer tribes, it's natural to eat meat. Well, yeah, but that was the time when the population of the earth, the amount of humans that were taking from the environment and eating the animals was a lot lower. The number was a lot lower. And that was when you had to chase down your food if you wanted. If you wanted to eat bacon or whatever meat, like, you had to go and kill it yourself. You couldn't just walk into whatever deli or grocery store and just buy the meat and eat the meat. So it's perfect for your health, and also, right now we're at a global environmental crisis. Like, when there's global warming happening right now, and whether you believe in it or not, it's happening, like melting sea ice, and because we are putting out way more greenhouse gases than the Earth is used to. Like, greenhouse gases do exist in nature, like some trees produce kind of a mild amount of greenhouse gases, and volcanoes are the big one. Volcanoes emit like sulfur oxide, and so greenhouse gas from volcanoes, and probably a lot of other ways. But like, the Earth, there was a lot more of its history when humans weren't like driving all these cars every day, and we didn't use all this technology. We didn't emit all the greenhouse gases. Like, in the animal agriculture, that's kind of the reason I brought up veganism, is because animal agriculture is a really big problem now. Like, people say agriculture is the most taxing on the earth of a human activity that humans do. Like, if humans really cared about nature, we would stop agriculture, or I don't know, they just say like agriculture is a reason, like, the biggest environmental impact we make. But that's mostly because we use animals, we use livestock, or most farmers do. And because the livestock, the animals use so much more land than plants, obviously. Like, animals need to produce 1 pound beef. It's like they need to drink so much water, gallons. You have to support them through their whole life, and they need to eat so much grass. And so again, the thing about the vegan agenda, because I'll tell you, as a vegan, the vegan agenda doesn't exist. It's not like all the vegans are conspiring together to systematically make more and more of the world's population protein deficient. It's like the people who are vegan, we have fine protein levels. We're not deficient in vitamins or minerals or anything. So I think at this point in the United States, in a country as developed as the United States, why not go vegan? It's like, I think most people who go vegan not for health reasons. Some people do, but they go vegan because they can. Because, like, why do we go to the moon? Because we can. Why do people go on bike rides? Because we can. Some people do it for exercise, but like, my friend, or I talk about bike riding to the to inner city and back, and people ask me why. Because I can. Or why do I do Tai Chi at the YMCA? Because I can. Why do I go to see whatever movie at the movie theaters? Because I can. Why did I do why did I make all those things on the wall you see behind me? Like, why did I make the flag of Aboriginal Australia, the red and white rectangle, the red and black rectangle with the yellow dot in the middle. Why did I make that? Because I can. I mean, why do people paint pictures? Why do people make origami or, do origami hearts or whatever? Because they can. Because I can. Why did I fast for so long? Because I can, or to know that I can. Or why did I make all those chakra things on the wall behind me? See the 4 red, orange, yellow, green. I made them because I can. So why do people go vegan? Because they can. Yeah, if anything, the vegan agenda is just make more of the world's population vegan, because, I mean, when we're consuming animal products, it's, 1, not very good for your body, and 2, it's like so much better for the environment. The number 1 biggest way we can, biggest step we can take to, like, reducing greenhouse gases and fighting global warming and world hunger and basically making the world a better place, like stopping desertification, is by going vegan. I mean, down with the dairy industry. Like, there are stories of people getting PTSD from either working on a dairy farm and hearing the screams of those animals, or like people who grow up near a dairy farm, like, they get PTSD from, like, they have to hear the cow mom scream every day, because, I mean, the dairy farmers, that's what they need to do to get the cow's milk. They need to take the baby away from mom. They need to force separate them. Like, it's not like cows were meant to give us milk, like, and that's, the milk's meant for a cow. It's an animal it's not humans. We're not cows. So unless you're a cow, you shouldn't be drinking cow's milk. I mean, like, my cousin said she tried all alternative milks for a while. Then she went back to cow's milk, like, just want to try it again. She said it was disgusting. So it's like, maybe you're just conditioned to it. It's like, so what we grew up with, so we think it's okay, but it's not. It's not. Like, just because you grew up with something doesn't mean it fits into how the world's supposed to work. So yeah, people at meat packaging companies and like, slaughterhouses, and so they get PTSD because in the animals, they feeling just like us. The milk was meant for the baby, like, and then the cow mama has to be separated from her baby. I mean, how would you feel if it was a human mom? Like, she was separated from her baby. It's like, why? Isn't that kind of terrible? And so yeah, it's also the biggest step we can take to stopping global warming. And also the Amazon rainforest. I mean, we all know what's going on there, like a lot of deforestation. And so everyone talks about how they hate deforestation of the Amazon rainforest and how it's like the biggest environmental issue right now, but no one wants to take steps to end it. Which the only thing we can really do, or the least we can do, is stop eating animal products. Because, I mean, a big reason for deforestation in the Amazon is most of the land is cut down to make more land for the grazing of cows to feed the American meat demand. The demand for hamburgers. It's like, why are we cutting down the world's lungs, the Amazon rainforest, and like killing all of these indigenous tribes and destroying all this virgin rainforest and like making more of the world into just like increasing desertification just so we can eat hamburgers? And so that's the biggest reason, because most of the land cleared in the Amazon is cleared for cows to graze. And so also, if you just stop eating meat, that reduces your carbon footprint so much, by like so much. And you can go on to just Google vegan is the only way. Like, it'll show you how, like, we're destroying the earth, but if we go vegan, at least we're doing something. We're doing something towards environmentalism, kind of working towards sustainability a little. And, so, yeah, it reduces your carbon footprint, and also I encourage you to go on to, just Google, like, PETA test, carbon footprint test, how many Earths would I take up? Or if everyone lived like me, how many Earths would I take up? Because, and they do have that test, like, for Americans in the United States, I think the average is 4 to 6 Earths. 4 to 6. On average. It's like some people even, like I remember I was taking that test in environmental science. Like our class was supposed to. And I guess one of the kids who probably eats a lot of meat or whatever, drives a lot, makes a lot of carbon emissions, he said like he got 20 Earths. So it's like, the reason for environmentalism is because, I mean, if we don't at least try to take care of the earth or try not to destroy it, it's like we don't have anywhere else to go. It's kind of, the earth is, like, we evolved here. It was meant for us. It's like everything's designed. Just the environment is, just so, it's just good. There's intrinsic value in it. It's like, if it wasn't valuable at all, if it didn't mean anything, why would it exist? Why would evolution allow it to exist? And yeah, we don't really have anywhere else to go. Like, I know people talk about Mars, there's that thing about Mars, but it's like, even if we can go to Mars, like, even if we do find a way for people to live there, it's not going to be the same. Like, it's not going to be anywhere near as comfortable. It's like, can we even grow any plants on Mars? It's like, Mars might have a similar tilt, like, its weather might be sort of similar. I mean, the winter and summer extremes are going to be way, way more, so it's going to be way, way more and way, way hotter, way, way colder. So, I don't know if we're going to be able to live there, or, yeah, how we're going to be able to terraform Mars. And right now, before we plant any plants, is like, most of the air is, carbon dioxide, so we wouldn't be able to breathe it, and, like, would we even be able to grow any plants? Or how would we eat? It's like, and if there are plants, then how would we feed animals so we can eat them? It's like, I'm not advocating eating animals, but it's like, if that's what you want to do, then, because the reason that animals have the protein, reason they have B12, is because what do they eat? Plants. They eat the plants straight from the soil. Plants make protein from the sun's energies, or photosynthesis, and the animals eat that. And like humans used to get B12 just from plants because like for humans were for plants were sold on a commercial basis thing, like when humans were just digging out whatever out of the ground and eating whatever they find before they even washed off when it saw the dirt on it, like they would end up consuming some soil, and soil is where the B12 comes from. Like that's where the B12 is, in soil. So that's why out of all the vegan foods, mushrooms actually do have B12. Like people say vegans can't get any B12, but you know, if you just eat mushrooms, they grow in the soil. They basically like are dirt. So mushrooms have B12. It's like, yeah, the animals have protein because they eat plants. And at this point, in a society like this, as developed as we are, I see no reason not to go vegan. It's like, people, I tell them I'm vegan, and they tell me, oh, how hard is it to go vegan? I say, it's only as hard as you make it. It's like, how hard is it to learn another language? Only as hard as you make it. How hard is it to write poetry? Only as hard as you make it. How hard is it to learn an instrument? It's only as hard as you make it. How hard is it to paint? It's only as hard as you make it. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. It's only as hard as you make it. Oh, and if you want to start planning ahead for the new world, like as our population is gonna get so much bigger, everyone's gonna need to be vegan. Like, we're definitely not gonna have enough land for all of the to support animals. It's like we already don't, because you know we ran out of land in the United States, so we moved on to destroying like the Amazon rainforest and stuff, and you know, getting cows to graze down there, clearing land in the Amazon rainforest to make land for the cows to graze down there. So yeah, death to dairy, death to all of animal agriculture, and my recommendation for you, go vegan. I don't see why not. It's an environmental thing. Bye.